Hello and welcome to HODL Harmony, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you ready to ride this crypto wave with me? I'm Tom Durante, the maestro. See, I got my plaque right here. I'm a crypto enthusiast who got into this wild world back in 2020 with just a GPU mining rig and a passion for passive income. I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano, but I also like taking profits with other coins. With my music background and my background music, I bring a unique vibe to breaking down the crypto economy. Think of it as a soundtrack to your hodling journey. Here on HODL Harmony, expect daily videos with market updates, simple technical analysis, wallet guides to keep your coins safe, stories from my ongoing mining journey, and practical crypto tips. Whether you're new or a seasoned hodler, I'm here to learn and grow with you. I may be a few years ahead of you on your journey, but I am no expert, just passionate. So as always, do your own research. Please make sure to hit that like button, smash the subscribe, poke the notification bell, and most importantly, there is 5. This is the one with 5. Share this video with all your friends, all of the non-believers. We need to get them in here. We need to get them in to join in on the conversation. And number 5, join the conversation, speaking of conversations, on Discord, if you will. You know, not for nothing, but this may just be the best dressed crypto channel out there, as far as I can tell. What do we think? Do we like the old microphone back? I got a new stand for it, so hopefully it's a little bit better with the sound quality. It looks like it's pretty consistent. And I also put a noise gate on it, so it only turns on when I'm speaking, but I think the music is going through too, so I don't know. you gotta let me know. Doesn't look like there's anybody in here to listen. So this can be a quick in and out. Look at the charts over here. Look at the charts over here. Just look at that beautiful. Let's take a little trip over here. Look, I got my cool camera over here. I got my cool camera over here. I got my cool microphone over here. Got my cool hat. Got my cool suit coat. Got my cool Bitcoin pin. We're just so cool up over here. Too cool. And if you notice, I got some new things over here. I 3D printed and painted these. They came out really well. They've got like a gold leaf kind of a texture to them. I'm experimenting. I'm gonna try and sell some of this stuff. All right, let's get right into the news here because we've got a little bit to talk about. I just wanted to update you with the impending breaking the all-time high. I'm gonna turn this back on because I don't know if you can still hear the music or not. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit, keep it in the background. You know what I could do? I have all the control. All of it. Oh. I just took it completely off of my... You can still hear it, but I can't hear it. It's kind of cool. I'll keep it low. I don't know, you gotta let me know what you can hear, what you can't hear. Because can you hear that if I don't talk? Maybe you can. I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't want there to be any weird echoes. Alright, it looks like it's alright. Let's leave it. Let's get into the news here. What happened to my window? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Let me come back over here with my dual camera view. Let me get into this news. And grab a little hydrating drink of cold water. All right, let's go. Today's title. Only thing is, look at it, it's in the way. There you go. Can you see my... You gotta be able to see all my cool stuff behind me. Alrighty. Coinbase scam shocks. BTC holds, and not only is it holding, it's about to blast off. It's been blasting off all day. We had a nice little pullback after a nice little run up, and now it's blasting off. It's exciting. I had to come on. Here is a fresh roundup of 10 top crypto news stories from your HODL for your HODL Harmony livestream. Slow it down there, partner. On Sunday, May 18th, 2025. Tailored to today's developments, based on the latest available information and avoiding overlap with previous days. That would be nice. These stories blend market updates, security scares, and regulatory moves to keep your audience engaged. That's you guys. Retired artist loses $2 million in Coinbase scam. Ed Suman, a retired artist, lost over $2 million to a Coinbase impersonation scam, highlighting the growing threat of phishing attacks targeting crypto investors. Don't click links if you don't know where they're from. Even if it looks like it says Coinbase. If it's Coinbase or something, don't click on it. Verify your links. Go to the website yourself. Don't click on a link. If there's an email saying, hey, there's a problem with your Coinbase account, and you go, oh, Coinbase, that's not good. I got a lot of money in there. Number one, you should not have a lot of money on Coinbase or Coinbase. Take your pick. Get the money off the exchange, put it into a cold storage wallet like a Tangent. Just don't leave it on the exchange in the first place. Second of all, if you get a suspicious email or text message saying, hey, there's a problem with your Coinbase account, well, go to Coinbase.com and figure it out yourself. Just in case you're wondering, I'm making a joke here. There's no such thing as Coinbase. But if it's spelled wrong, that's your first clue that it's not a legitimate email. But go to Coinbase.com and log in, or go to your app. You can go, if you have the app, It's better off to go to the website sometimes so you can get the most pertinent information. Check in. Contact their troubleshooting guys, and they'll be like, no, that's a scam. Don't click on that. So don't click on links. Number 2. Bitcoin stays above $103,000. Bitcoin held firm at $103,000 to $104,000, up 0.93%, with a whale, just one, buying 2,218 Bitcoin amid a rally. Wow, per X posts. Analysts see $220,000 as a reasonable 2025 target based on gold-like price models. That's about what I expect. I expect 250 to something like that. So 220 is a good conservative estimate before it blows off the top and then comes back down. 'Cause you'll be lucky if you can sell it at 250. That's what I was talking about with my tiered effect of cashing out a little bit of whatever profits you're trying to take before it hits that magic number, because it may not, or you may not get the chance to hit it. Number 3, Coinbase stock drops amid SEC probe. Coinbase's stock fell 7.2% as the SEC investigates its hack, its $180 million to $400 million hack, and questions user number accuracy, raising doubts about its S&P 500 inclusion. That's not good. They're probing. Lens Protocol hits 1 million users. Lens Protocol became the largest decentralized social network with 1 million active users, boosting optimism for Web3 social platforms, per X. Chainalysis debuts AI fraud detection. Chainalysis launched on-chain AI to detect rug pulls and wash trading in real time, a potential game changer for DeFi security, per X posts. Blum founder arrested for fraud. Vladimir Smerkis, co-founder of Blum, was arrested in Russia for fraud. What's up, Mr. Butters? With no airdrop or updates, leaving investors questioning the project's legitimacy. Does this sound better? Do we finally have good audio? I was able to tweak a few things. I went back to this microphone and I put a gate on there so it doesn't get anything below me talking. Doesn't look... Are you hearing the music? If I stop talking, or even if I am talking, is there music? Doesn't look like there's music. You can hear the music when I stop talking. No worries that you can't stay. It will be on YouTube for all eternity. Come back, check it out. Drop some kind words in the Discord when you finally do get around to watching it. I almost didn't go on, but looking at this, I had to make some kind of a video. But even when I stop talking, you can still hear the music, yes? Alright, almost there. Number 7. UK's 2026 crypto reporting rules. The UK announced that starting in 2026, all crypto transactions must report names, addresses, and trade details, sparking privacy concerns on X. That's kind of a big deal. Number 8. Arbitrum's $1.5 billion Uniswap milestone. Arbitrum hit $1.5 billion in trading volume on Uniswap, driving Layer 2 enthusiasm and highlighting Layer 2's growing DeFi dominance, per X posts. Number 9. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF hit $65 billion. BlackRock's IBIT ETF now holds 631,962 Bitcoin, worth $65 billion, cementing its lead in institutional crypto investment, per X posts. And one more. Moody's downgrades U.S. credit. Yeah, our resident options trader was talking about that today. Or yesterday, I think? Yesterday. Or Friday, yeah, Friday. Moody's cut the U.S. credit rating from AAA to AA1 on May 16th, citing rising deficits, which could push investors towards Bitcoin as a hedge. Well, that's exciting, and You know, I mean, we've kind of been expecting that. The dollar is not in the greatest shape. And once all these tariff things get resolved, I think our economy will start to soar. Once they finally drop the interest rates, that would be nice. Live stream talking points. These are things for you to leave in the comments below what you think. Coinbase's $2 million scam and hack. Are exchanges still safe? Bitcoin's $103,000 hold. HODL for 220,000 or cash out. 220,000 the price. Or cash out. Don't cash out. I mean, you gotta do what's right for you, but it's not time yet. And make a plan for when you do want to cash out, so it's not an emotional bid. Lens Protocol's 1 million users. Is Web3 social the future? Would you use it? UK's crypto reporting. Privacy threat or necessary oversight? What are your thoughts? Leave them in the comments below. Blum's fraud arrest. How to spot the next rug pull. This roundup captures today's mix of scams, market resilience, and regulatory shifts, perfect for HODL Harmony's audience. Let me know if you need a specific tone or Q&A prep. Thanks, Grok. Thanks for all you do to help out this channel. Alright, here is our latest market moves. I pulled up the 1 hour chart. I also pulled up the weekly chart that I had. And if you look, you can see my line. I'm going to just move this to the, oops. I'm just going to move this to the side here. Okay, because that's what I was expecting this candle to look like. Of course, the week, is this the beginning of the week or the end of the week? Yeah, this is the beginning of a weekly candle. So we just closed this one. Yeah, it looks like this is just the open. So we've still got some time yet. I'm going to leave that next to it so we can see what happens. Because we are imminently getting ready. See, the top of my candle here is 112,000. So we are imminently breaking all-time highs. It's going to happen this week. Whether or not it happens tonight, it's going to happen. I was watching this move happen yesterday, and that was today? Yeah. This morning, I was like, oh boy, here we go. I hope you're ready. Are your bags packed? You're ready to go? So we are looking at a price of $106,494.89. And if we look, let me make this a little bit bigger. If we look at our M2 money supply, whoa, oh my, wow. Somehow, I don't know how, but I just, I just popped that on top of there. I'm going to leave that like that, because I think that looks all right. Huh, okay. Yeah, I was just trying to expand that so we could see it a little bit bigger. But look, we've got a nice move here. We may drop back down a little bit and then come back up. This is hourly candles. So I mean, if we get some movement here before, you know, like this, we might drop back down for midnight, or we might, I mean, it might be smaller, like here, and then another midnight pump, like I always am saying is happening. Let's take a look at our favorite Cardano. It is following right along with our pumps. Oh yeah. Oh, 1 week. Excuse me. Excuse you, sir. How dare you be so presumptuous? Oh, that's Bitcoin. Excuse me, sir. I had this all set up and ready to go. Here we are. All right. Nice little pump. And so hopefully you've been checking my channel. Let me pull this out. Let me pull this up. So if you go to my channel, I've been posting some shorts. We've got some cool shorts. Hey, look, I'm live. So first, check this out. I mean, let's do this one first because it was the most recent. So I posted pretty much as soon as I notice things. If it's newsworthy, I'm gonna pull it up for you so you can take a look at it and follow the market and whatnot. So always be looking out for the latest on my YouTube channel. I've been getting a lot into shorts. All right, and if we go to the next, let's go two down. This is kind of something I wanted to try out, doing a new content form. All right, so maybe every week, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back on the hourly candles and just scroll back through the week of price action. So you can kind of get some context. I need to put more text because it's a little bit unclear unless you're looking right at the price or unless you're really, really looking at it to see, oh, this is ADA. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, this is ADA, or oh, this is Bitcoin or something. So I think that's what I'm going to stick to, is just those two. I need to make sure my music goes for the whole time because I had it pretty much every short that I posted. And you can see here, oh, come on. So you can see here, I post a screenshot of my watch list. And these are some of my big stocks and things and commodities. You can see the price of gold and silver and all of that stuff. And then, yeah, there's gold, silver, you know, some foreign currency exchanges, the dollar index, and then Bitcoin's not on there, but we talk about Bitcoin all the time. So I kind of wanted to get a overview, and that only takes like 3 seconds for me to do both of those screens. And then into the weekly chart. I'll be a little bit quicker just kind of scrolling because I'm just doing it with my thumb. But I think that's a pretty cool new way to do things. And then if you didn't already see this, oops, gotta check out my Bitcoin. And I'm a little stupid. I don't know how words work sometimes. But look at all the engagement we have on this video. This is pretty cool. Where is it? Oh, come on. Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to get the music figured out. All right, my miners, my dirty car that I need to wash, me driving. Look at that glass roof. It's so cool. Down the road. I don't know why that title got bigger, but it did. Coming in, walking in, looking at the Bitcoin. Pay with Bitcoin. Okay. Order, pay, thank you, receipt. But look at all this. So I'm an idiot. It's called Steak and Shake. And I spelled steak wrong. I'm an idiot. But it works for Bitcoin. Not for Bitcoin, but for Cardano, you can stake it. And then I wrote shake and stake because I'm an idiot. So don't worry about me. But look at this. Mr. Butter's in there. He likes playing with Satoshis. I don't know who this is. We got some engagement on here from people that I haven't recognized. And then this guy, Monkey Plays. Ain't that a waste? You just gave them equity you should have. Well, actually, spend and replace. Gotta make the Bitcoin economy a reality. Ooh, look at them fries. Oh my God, that looks so good. It's a currency that should be used. I have saving Bitcoin and spending Bitcoin. $20 ain't breaking my bank. And he said, that's fair. So I was like, yeah, man. And I said, also, it rewards the company who decides to take the Bitcoin. They did it first before McDonald's, Walmart, or Amazon. They deserve the first mover advantage and rewards. And he goes, oh, I get it. I'm changing minds, people. This is real life. It's so exciting. So stay tuned here for the latest and greatest of all the Bitcoin content. All the latest and greatest. So that's our market. Cardano's coming up too. Ooh, it's 75 cents. I think I might have to buy some more. Do I have any money? I don't think I do. I don't have any extra money. All right. Our fear and greed. We're holding pretty strong here. I think we were 68 on Sunday, but I think with this latest move, I'm surprised that fear and greed has not gone up, and always reject the extra crap because they're just trying to track you. So it looks like it hasn't. Okay, it has, but yeah, I don't know. That should be a lot higher, but that's okay. We'll see it reflected tomorrow when we take another big pump. I'm interested to see what our options trader has to say. Okay, we are net inflows here for the day. On our ETF market, Bitcoin dominance is holding strong. Okay. I'm going to just move right along here because I'm not trying to be on too long. I got some stuff I want to do. I'm trying to organize. All right, let's see how we're doing here. How close are we getting? Ooh, look at that. We get a nice pump tonight, or even tomorrow. Look at that, 3%. Oh, outperforming literally everything, even gold. Literally everything. Is there another 3%? Oh, there is. Eli Lilly, look at that, doing pretty good. MasterCard. That looks like a pretty good chart, but it's only 0.19%. Yeah, there's only one other 3% gainer. Alright, fellas. Ooh, a 6% gainer. Oh, they had just dropped like 50% or something. United Health. See, I'm just not into stocks, you guys. I used to be, but too much control. So the top, I was going to say the top 10, other than Saudi Aramco, the top 10 are all from the United States. And Bitcoin is kind of an international thing, and gold is kind of international. So that's what that is. All right, let's get into our market sentiment. I was just watching this little video. Do you want to see this? Bitcoin. Satoshi. So Satoshi already has. I don't know if I should play the music. I get leery when I play other people's music. Satoshi, the smallest unit of the Bitcoin currency, approaches the limit. Unicode U2250. Sats. Looks like a S. Kinda. DAX Sats. The Satoshi symbol. Support the design initiative to make this the universal Satoshi symbol. Open, free, and unrestricted as Satoshi would have wanted. Please share if you agree. I think I do. Looks good to me. I'm gonna retweet that. Re-exit. Repost it on X. Alright, let me get... Is that the latest? Are these my bookmarks? Yeah, okay. Let's just take a look here real quick and then I'll get off. Bitcoin will hit $1 million on Monday, July 12th, 2028. ChatGPT. Okay, can I mark my calendars? Are we going to mark our calendars, folks? What do you think? Analysis by AI. Bitcoin's price history shows a clear rhythm of how long it stays in each range. $0 to $10, 674 days. $10 to $100, 381 days, that's down. $100 to $1,000, 1,333 days, that's up from the latest. 1,000 to 10,000, 1,106 days, that's down, that's less time. 10,000 to 100,000, 1,887 days, that's up. So the average is 1,076 days. So the next one, I mean, this is just alternating. Down, up, down, up. So the next one will be less time. The next leg, 100,000 to 1 million, is likely shorter than 1887, but longer than early steps. AI estimate 1,167. Bitcoin crossed 100,000 in May 2025. Add 1,167 days equals July 12th, 2028. Pattern says we're on our way. That's incredible. I'm retweeting that, reposting that, re-xing that as well. I'm going to save that in my calendar and see what happens. You know, I did that when everybody was calling the market for 2021. I marked the day and then I just ignored it because it didn't really... I thought it didn't apply, but maybe it did. Bet you I could go back and check that. The number of US billionaires, USD billionaires, will rise forever. The number of whole coiners, people with one Bitcoin, will fall forever. If you get one, don't let it go. People will realize how cheap Bitcoin at $100,000 is when we meet 1 million. Before that, we will hear 100,000 is as far as it goes. At $1 million, we will hear we reached a natural top. Same at 10 million, and so on. That is incredible. I was thinking about that today as I was out driving around. Incredible. The God Candle Q2 2025. Was that the one that we just saw? Or do we have yet another one on the way? The imminent Bitcoin God Candle will be etched in history books and immortalized in museums. I bet your AI could paint that picture. That's pretty simple. Look at these little things. We were just talking about this on Friday, but this is a 3D printable one. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Replying to Jazaraz. Look at this. That is so cool. He's got a little Bitcoin on his shirt. Love it. That's pretty cool. I want to make that. I could 3D print that. Great. I've made something similar, but they can be printed in one go. Yeah, look at that. That is so cool. That's the latest and greatest. So the file will be free. Oh, it's got a lot of internal supports, but that's okay. You kind of need that when you're printing things. You can see the rod going through the whole center of it right here. And there. That's okay, otherwise how would it hold together? Bitcoin just hit an all-time high in Turkey. Turkish lira, I believe they're called, Turkish dollars. Weaker currency falls first, then they all do. $4 million. We already hit $1 million Bitcoin, yo. 4 million Turkish liras. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I don't remember. 4 million liras or Turkish dollars for a Bitcoin. That's crazy. Da Vinci 316. Can you wait 12 years? From $100 invested in 2013. If you go back and watch that video, that's pretty. He knew it then. He knew it then. And now look at him. $312 million. 12 years is all it took. Good luck doing that with any other asset class. Charles Hoskinson says, nothing like salting my meat. Look at that happy guy. Look at that grill. Is that an indoor grill? That's crazy. Beautiful, beautiful food. Okay, this was pretty cool.
Steam rooms and pools. Like most spas, that means they use a ton of energy. But Bathhouse has found a creative way to get double the usage from the same energy.
This is really cool.
There's a ton of electricity in here, and you can stick your hand right in it, and you will not get shocked.
So how does it work? Bitcoin mining is the process that verifies transactions on the blockchain. Mining uses special computers that solve mathematical puzzles to verify the transaction.
Those cables
really
are a
techy,
mess.
The important thing to know is that
I don't know what he's got going on there, but
excess
that
heat.
ain't right.
Instead of using air to cool their computers like most
That
Bitcoin
looks
mines,
nasty.
Bathhouse uses submersion cooling. So while cooling their computers, they're also heating their spas. The computers are cooled with mineral oil that's safe for electronics. Cold oil comes from the bottom of the tank and cools the computers. Hot oil is pumped out from the top. The hot oil then runs next to cool water separated by a very thin metal plate. The oil heats the water, and the water cools the oil. The hot water goes to the pools, and the cool oil goes back to the computers.
We need heat. We heat pools, we heat saunas. We have to buy energy, and we have to convert into heat.
Their mining generates all the heat they need, and of course, Bitcoin,
That's
which
crazy.
is valuable and has been on a bull run again, getting more valuable. But they're not actually cashing it out.
No, we're holding it. We have a very healthy business. We don't need the Bitcoin. We do it for a few reasons. One is that we want to be energy efficient. Two, we believe in the Bitcoin network. And three, it was like kind of a fun, cool engineering project, something to nerd out about.
Jason told me they generate about 1 Bitcoin a year with their current mining setup
Oh
that
my
they've had for 2
God.
years. At current market price, those 2 Bitcoin are worth about $80,000.
Wow, 40,000? This is old. When was that? This is in 2023. That's crazy. So, Jesus. So they're making a whole Bitcoin back in 2023. They're looking pretty good right now.
It seems like a great idea for anyone that needs heat. So what's the downside?
The downside would be that it was redundant. So there was a capital cost because I already had.
Even with the cost of switching from an existing heating system, mining Bitcoin can be worth a hell of a lot of money. And while there is financial gain from mining, that's not what Bathhouse is focused on.
We're not trying here at Bathhouse to mine the most amount of Bitcoin possible. You know, we're a Bathhouse.
That's pretty cool though. The more places that start doing that, that's interesting. All right, I did try this out. I didn't get anywhere near the results that this person did, but maybe I don't know what I'm doing. But Grok can now generate charts. And I asked for some charts, but I didn't get anything near like this, so I'll have to play with it some more. That's pretty cool. Michael Saylor. If people knew what I knew, Bitcoin would go to $10 million tomorrow. Tell us your secrets. Okay, this is pretty cool. Fortnite added a Bitcoin mine to its official gameplay map. It has 240 million active players, and they are getting exposed to Bitcoin now. That's pretty cool. Is this what we're looking at? This is a Bitcoin mine. That's cool, and made it like a physical mine. That's cool. I might have to get back on Fortnite. The last time I got on Fortnite was for musical reasons, so I think Bitcoin would be a good reason to get back into it. Now, what if you could mine it on Fortnite and actually get paid in Bitcoin? That would be cool. $105,900 going to the moon. Look at this, $1 billion in gold. Look at that stack. And $1 billion in Bitcoin. It's probably just a file with 24 words in it. Pretty neat. Free financial advice. You don't have enough Bitcoin. I just thought this was entertaining. You can be dancing to my music. (2001). Little robot dancing. Long before there were robots around. Anything like what we got now. 25 years later. Wild ride. Wild ride. Oh, there you go.
It's when its people question the institutions the empire was built on.
We got some
the structure of government,
films
churches,
to be watching now
schools.
today.
They reject God because the emperors begin believing they are God. And the people become so rich, everyone believes they are an emperor as well. And too good to do the jobs that built the empire in the first place. So they outsource those jobs. And they open their borders to allow people desperate to do all the other jobs the other people are too rich to do. Then comes the guilt for all this wealth. But still, the empire thrives. And now everyone questions their wealth. And they question themselves. And then they reject everything that built the empire to begin with. They destroy their own symbols, attack themselves like
Sounds
a cancer,
exactly.
attack the people who protect the empire, attack you for protecting it.
Sounds like
And the
what's
wolves
going on
come.
right now.
And all the people who lived like emperors will know the suffering they blame themselves for creating. And they will be slaughtered. And the new empire will rise from its ashes.
It's
And
wild.
then the cycle begins again.
Yo.
First,
Of course. That's crazy. Of course that is how it works. Panama City Beach, Florida. Look at this guy. This is wild. This is Florida man behavior right here. Get the bolt cutters. We gotta get that shark free. You know what's gonna happen? Yeah, now he's gotta get into the mouth to get that hook out. Or actually, no, yeah, he pulled it out through the outside, but still, that's a little wild. Come on, Sharky. Back in the water. It's a beautiful animal. Get out the way, Jethro. Right, go on in, Sharky boy. Go on in. Good puppy. That's a Gulf puppy. You know, gators are swamp puppies. Shark is just a Gulf puppy. Don't worry about him. Don't stick your fingers in his mouth. It's Florida behavior for you. Look at this. I just got, like I said, some random things that I like this weekend. Because obviously we know what's happening with Bitcoin. This is cool. A road that absorbs water. Crushed granite. Seeps through tiny gaps in the stones. And a drainage system of pipes. A dry, safe road. Isn't that cool? Pretty cool. Technology. This road lasts longer because it's harder. And it's a smart fix to a global problem. Alright. Oh, this is cool. A water-cooled mini bit axe. Got 2 heat exchangers. And the water runs around through the 2 heat exchangers and down the little waterfall. I think that's super cool. And it probably is super cool. Little zip tie action. And a little Bitcoin on the front. That's very creative. This is kind of ridiculous. Look at this guy. Yeah, ma'am, you're gonna have to get on the next train. We're gonna push this sad little looking guy in there. And look, they just, I don't understand how this is acceptable. I mean, I understand overcrowding and all that, but dang, rush hour be crazy in Japan. It's crazy. I mean, what kind of, I hope it ain't a long ride on that train, because it can't smell good. Little oxygen. That does not look like fun. This is why you need financial freedom. Look, they're just shoving him in there. And then they're like, oh, come on, run up in there and help shove him in there. Sorry, sir. You're not going to fit. All these other people we're going to shove in there. I don't understand this. I don't get it. That's incredible. Okay, off to the next one. Shove them in, boys. Most important events in human history. Fire. The wheel. Satoshi's parents got laid. You just want me to buy Bitcoin to pump your bags. Oh, my bag's already pumped. I'm trying to set you free. Look at this. 15 years ago, this website, 2010, would give away 5 Bitcoin per visitor for free. For free. Get Bitcoins from the Bitcoin faucet. Just enter the CAPTCHA and then enter your Bitcoin receiving address. Where was I? Where was I when this was happening? What was I doing? What was I doing that was so freaking important that I couldn't just get 5 little free Bitcoins? Just 5 little free Bitcoins. That's it. If I had just saved one of them. If I had just saved one. If I had any of them. I'm going to stop looking at this because it's going to piss me off. Yeah, $500,000. $518,700 today. That was Friday. Next. My goal was to make $50,000 in crypto this year. Only 75,000 more to go. It'd be funny if it wasn't true. It's not true, but it's funny. It's hilarious. Anyway, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Why will gold, silver, and Bitcoin continue to grow in value? The Marxist central bank system is crashing. Many going bankrupt. Keep hodling. I am, and buying more Bitcoin. I predict Bitcoin climbs to 250,000 this year. Me too. Buy more, do not sell. I've given up wasting my time. Anyone else feel like this? Talking to my friends and family about Bitcoin be like talking to a brick wall. This is cool. Proud dad moment. Swiss hodler. His daughter paying with Bitcoin for the first time in Switzerland. I think using the Zeus wallet? Maybe not. I don't know. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This was just an aesthetic thing that I liked. Gotta put that recycle bin where it goes. Look at this. I wish why don't we do this? This is the coolest desktop I've ever seen. The clock is digital. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Me in 2012, instead of buying Bitcoin. For real, bro. For real. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't cool enough to think of that. But now I will. I'm going to do that now. That's hilarious. Mouse. PC. Printer. Like, hilarious. Hilarious. The Bitcoin white paper is one of the most seminal works of computer science in the last 30 years. Is that Jack Dorsey?
Science in the last.
Yeah, that's Jack Dorsey. This is. I didn't realize that was Charles Hoskinson saying that. There's bravery, and then there's taking your shirt off on the internet bravery. Yeah, and this dude's making fun of him. Everyone's laughing about Vitalik, but have you seen the Cardano developer? Yeah, that's his new profile picture. Look at that. It's hilarious. Trance-like. Bitcoin is beautiful. Look at all these different, I don't understand what they're doing. That's cool. Changing the scale, I think, of the price action. Oh, okay, they're plotting out a chart to 200,000. Wow. Linear, logarithmic, all this stuff. I think that's what's going on. Today was a huge success. In this picture, KC Bitcoiners presented Liberty, Missouri, I think, Steak and Shake with a custom piece of artwork by Ocean and Zia to commemorate accepting Bitcoin payments. It's a little, oh, it's like the Steak Toshi thing. I can't see it. That's cool. So their location, where was it? Told that our location had the most Bitcoin transactions and more than double the next most location. That's pretty cool. People in Missouri like Bitcoin. Why is it like this? When you're at work, all you think about is being away from work. When you're away from work, all you think about is the Bitcoin chart. Maybe that's the work. I'm not sure if that's the work, but... Cardano smart contracts to be verified on Bitcoin. Input output. We're enabling expressive Cardano smart contracts to be verified on Bitcoin. Very cool. Everything is popping off here for a great bull run. Bitcoiners, we need all hands on deck today. If you live near a Steak and Shake, go support, even if you don't actually eat the burger. I think we talked about that. Okay, I don't know if we talked about this. 1 Bitcoin equals 1 kilogram of gold. That's pretty crazy. This is why dogs are happier. You're sitting there, all you think about is Lambos and Bitcoin and houses and money, and the dog's just enjoying his time with you. Because time is the only resource that is fleeting. Wow, look at that. Austin, Texas. Drone Bitcoin logo. Pretty cool. Talk to over 500 Bitcoiners. You can 100% verify this. Young, you got no money, but you got time and energy. Adult, you got money and no time, but energy. As you get old, you got money, you got time, and you got no energy. As a Bitcoiner, you got all three. Make it happen for yourself. Make it happen. The entire Bitcoin blockchain can fit on this SD card. Just barely. Not for much longer, but just barely. Huh. 2% tax. 1775. Get 'em! 2024, 40% tax. Brainwashed. What a time to be alive. We were born too late to explore the seas, too early to explore the stars. Stars. Just right to fix the money. Let's do it. Me, everyone else at the party. Unwanted conversations about Bitcoin. Oh, this is hilarious. My financial advisor put only 3% of your net worth into Bitcoin. Me, looking flamboyant. 3% Bitcoin, 97% altcoins. I don't know who that golfer is, but that's hilarious. Is that Tiger Woods and some dude in flowery pants? Your government is broke. Your bank is insolvent. Your currency is melting, and you're still debating if Bitcoin is risky? Ooh, this. I would like to see this a little bit better here, because I'm not sure what exactly this is. I just looked at it and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so from inception here. $0. Yeah, $0. Price action now. 10. Oh, I get it now. Okay. $100, 2013. Boom. What is that? $1,000? Yeah, $1,000. Back down a little bit, back up. $1,000. Broke it. 2017, $10,000. Oh, this is cool. Lows, middles. High, 2021, 2021, high, boom, 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 23, 24. We hit 100,000. That's really cool. So you see how it's spiraling outwards and hitting these various spots. $1 million is next, so it's probably going to be the next cycle according to this. So 16, 24, so that would be 2028. Exactly what that first post called. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. I think we're about to call it here because, yeah, we've reached the end of the Bitcoin market sentiment. So just a little update on my node before we get off. Yeah, this is what we were talking about. So set your calendars, July 12th, 2028. That's when we're hitting $1 million. But let's get through this market first. What do you say? All right, so just a little update. This is kind of frustrating. I spent a week downloading the Bitcoin blockchain, and now my thing is not starting. I don't know what the deal is, and I've tried to troubleshoot it a little bit, but my Bitcoin node is not starting, so I'm a little frustrated, but I'm going to get that working out. Regardless, my miners are humming along, singing a song. All right, that will about do it. Let's just check in on the price real quick. See what we've been doing here while I've been talking on X. We break anything? Anything broken? Ooh, we're about to get a new candle though. Let's check that out before I sign off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, 30 seconds away. So, things you can do to be a good human in this market and in this world while we watch as the Bitcoin chart starts to pop. I have to figure out what exactly to do with this microphone. But it's back, it's here. Let's see, are we going up or are we going down? Things you should do. You should be nice to this person in the mirror. It's really the only person that matters. You should be nice to other people if you can, if they allow it. You should be respectful to all earthlings, big and small. Oh, we got a down candle just for now. Just for now. We'll see what happens. I know I'll be following it. You should be respectful and stay hydrated. Number 4, stay hydrated. I don't think there was a number 5 on this one. Things that you can do for this YouTube algorithm if you found my content helpful. A couple of things. I got a new one for this week. Let me get this pulled up. The things you can do for the YouTube algorithm. I think you know what some of them are. Number 1, you can hit the like button. Number 2, you can smash. Similar sound effects, but I'll have to figure out another sound effect. Smash the subscribe. Number 3. I'm sorry, I'm trying to type. Number 3. You can poke the notification bell. Number 4. Share this video with your friends, with your family, with that weird guy on the corner who likes to talk about the S&P 500 all the time. With the non-believers. Get them on our page and to understand that this cryptocurrency thing is not going anywhere and they need to be a part of it. I'm pulling up something here. And number 5. Number 5. Join the community on Discord and a moment. We've got a thriving community on Discord. Thriving community on Discord and soon to be a thriving community on Patreon. So I've got some people signing up here. I don't know how they're joining as a free member because all I have is paid tiers, but in 10 hours and 57 minutes, my first post will be live. I won't show you because I want you to join my Patreon. Because within my Patreon, I will have some things for you to check out. We've got a couple of things going on here. This is going to be the hub. So my overall structure for what I do here. I'm incorporating everything I do under the Durante's House of Music Productions. Okay? And so that will include all of my music content, but overall, when I structure this, I'm going to have everything under Durante's House of Music Productions. And then I'm going to incorporate my piano business. I'm going to incorporate my production business, my music production. I'm going to incorporate my HODL Harmony stuff and my YouTube things. And then I'm also going to start doing something different. I'm going to start doing some custom woodworking projects. I've got all the stuff to do it. And so what I will be doing is I will be taking commissions for custom woodworking projects using repurposed piano parts, instrument parts, all kinds of fun stuff. My dad has built out of an old piano, an old grand piano. I'll have to pull up some pictures of this because he did a really nice job. I took everything out of the piano. The plate, the strings, the keys, the action, the everything. And I gave him the empty carcass of the piano called a case. And he always wanted to do this, and finally he was able to. He put some shelves in it and refinished everything and made it look really nice. And actually he kept the keys and cut them and glued them all back on there so they don't move or anything, but they're there. They look really good. And he put some LED lights in it and all this stuff. It's really cool. I'll pull out some pictures. But he made a bookshelf out of an old piano case. That was really cool. So I'm going to do some stuff like that. Making coffee tables. I have all of my workbenches. I have 2 really nice workbenches that I built. And they were super easy to do, but I built them using the lumber from the back of a piano. The legs are all 4x4s made from piano lumber. It's really nice wood. Pianos were built with really, really nice wood, especially if they're older. I mean, even now, but especially if they're older and being discarded, the wood is really nice most of the time. So I'm going to do some of that stuff. So look forward to that. Join this if you have an idea. If you live locally, that's kind of what I would prefer. But if you have a request and you're outside of my general vicinity, I might be able to do something for you, but we'll see. Probably nothing big like a workbench, but who knows? If you pay me enough, I'll come do anything. All right. And if you want to be a super subscriber, basically you'll get all the content out of all of these and then some extra content and stuff. So for $5 a month, you can join my HODL Harmony Patreon. And I'm limiting it right now just to kind of put a sense of urgency on there. And so this is a space for tracking and analyzing Bitcoin, Cardano, and broader cryptocurrency markets, as well as understanding the hardware involved in the crypto economy, learning about nodes and ASIC miners. And then in Durante's House of Music Productions, the music channel, we'll get access to music content from DHM, music theory, music history, music production, live performance guides, and all the exclusive content related to music. And for this channel, for each one of these topics, music, for keyboard instrument repair, I didn't put that in there. That needs to be in there. For my keyboard instrument repair, I have an expert that I'm going to consult and make some videos with. For music theory, I have another expert who I'm going to consult and make some videos with. For my music production, I have an expert who I'm going to consult and make some videos with. And for live performances, I have yet another, so 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 different people that I'm going to try and bring in as guests on this channel. So that's pretty cool. This, who knows what's going to happen. If I can get Crypto Crow to do some content with me, I'm going to put that up in here as an exclusive. All right, and then here you get everything, all of these channels and then more. And then this is specifically if you want me to build you something. You hop in here for a couple months and we work through the process. Check that out. We could totally do it. Yes, sir. How you doing, Roman? I want to get into doing some like epoxy tables and epoxy guitars out of piano keys and stuff. I saw that on Instagram. It was really cool. But anyway, I've already signed off. Let me sign off one more time. We are popping off. Is that red candle turning around? Not quite, but that's okay. It'll probably turn around here before too long. And you see, I was going to draw a little line, but I didn't. But it's already coming down. So it'll come down, come back up, probably around midnight or so. So stay tuned for that. Please come back for more. Make sure you hit the like button, smash the subscribe, poke the notification bell, share this video with your friends, and join the conversation on Discord. Most important of which is you should have a great night. See you tomorrow, everyone.